Hey butterflies. Welcome back to Evolving a Butterfly Goddess with me, Doctress. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, and your subscribes here on the channel. It's always appreciated. And a major shout out to all the channel members as well as the members over on my website. Thank you for your continued support. Shout out to the members of the Butterfly Effect School of Transformation. Shout out to those of you all who have already registered for the doula training that is coming up. Shout out to, oh my gosh, those of you all who are in the past life regression party. I still have, I think, 5 session spots left for that one. I was like, okay, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we still have 5 spots available for that. That's happening tomorrow. And it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on right now. So definitely check out in the pinned comment the list of everything of what's going on, and everything is available on my website. Oh, my nose. That usually happens when some nosy stuff going on. But this felt like a grandfather message that I was tapping into when I was coming into. And this is my inner child deck. Okay. I'm getting the vibes of the feelings of, when you were younger, and, the elders will be like, you'll understand more when you get older. You'll get where I'm coming from when I get older. It'll all make sense when I get older. And a lot of the times when they would say these types of things is when they wanted to warn you of something that you were doing that they felt like may potentially, affect you in your future. And it didn't always affect you in the future, but sometimes it did, right? It's the simple things. So for example, I don't think any of y'all here are like, not clean or anything, but just even remember when they say cleanliness is next to godliness. That's something that's been passed down, because that is very much so true. Even down to when your home is clean, you feel better. So most times if someone is depressed, you can guarantee that their house looks depressed as well. Okay? If their house looks healthy, most likely their mood is going to reflect that. So that's why a lot of people start to feel better when they get up and start cleaning and doing different things, okay? Because it's a spiritual, energetic feel. And it's giving the vibe of 1 + 1 = 2. And lately you may have been just tapping into some confirmations and affirmations of like, okay, my elders were right when they told me this. They were correct when they were telling me this. Like they didn't have my worst interest at heart when they were saying these things. They said this because they really cared, because they really were thoughtful about where this led me, where it was going to take me in the long run. Okay. And so you could be tapping into a lot of like thoughts and memories of the past and lessons that, you heard them talk about, and you're just like, wow, that makes sense now. Like I'm hearing, it's best you tie your shoes before you walk out that door. Now that's a saying that if we're listening to it with our childlike ears, we're just like, I'm gonna tie my shoes when I tie them. But what can happen as a child and your shoes aren't tied? Most likely you're going to be running and you're going to trip and you're going to fall. But how does that equate to life as well? When we don't prepare ourselves before leaving out the house, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, we trip and fall. And when we trip and fall, we may not have the precautions available, right? So this is giving a vibe of sitting back, taking your time, reorganizing your home, something about your rituals, what you do before you leave the home. Like I just got really cold. Ooh, yeah, the elders are here. This is definitely a grandfather, maybe a grandmother too. But when I looked over at my cardinal, it's a male cardinal on here. So I think that's him confirming that it's just him. But, I just heard another one. You're going to miss it when what you going to do when I'm not here? What you going to do when I'm not here? So this just made me think of, so for example, with me, I had never bought myself a coat. My grandma always bought all my coats. All my clothes, my dresses. I don't do a lot of shopping. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. I don't do a lot of shopping and things of that nature. Like I do now to get things when I need them or want them, but she would do most of it, right? So when she passed, it's like okay, Monica, you got to grow up. You got to do this now yourself, you know? I was at the nail shop yesterday getting my nails done, and her mom, this is my baby girl. I'm her mama, and that's her mama. She had both her mamas there. And so she made us some coffee, and she's like, no, mama, I want you to make my coffee. I like how you do it. You know what I'm saying? And so her mom was like, what you gonna do if I ain't here? You know, it's one of those types of things of like making sure we're in the kitchen with them while they're cooking, because they're, baby, the birds is chirping, and I got the blinds closed because it's cold outside. They want, okay. I put the other food inside the thing. I don't think they like it because only the swallows been coming to it. Dang, back to what I was about to say. Okay, so it's giving a vibe of learning the key things while you have the opportunity to learn it, while that person is there, while that person is in your space. You got the Ten of Swords coming out in this energy. Okay, grandfather, what are you getting at? Because first off, this is the deck I use for my inner child energy, inner child healing. So it's something about your grandfather wanting you to learn lessons that he wished he learned when he was a child. You know, he spent a lot of time focusing on the physical pleasures of things, and he wishes that although he did focus on stable things as well, he wishes he had more of a balance between fun, stability, and just, you know, being of some sort is what it's giving. Because I see these 3 layers of the dessert table. So it's like having your physical desires, emotional, mental, or I guess emotional, mental could be here, and then spiritual is the overarching thing that rains down on top of everything else, because it looks like it's rain coming down as well with the Ten of Swords. So when those things are in order, you can get through any type of Ten of Swords moment, you know, because everything is in alignment. Queen of Coins in the reverse. So this gives an energy of you may have found yourself being in a space where you were giving more than what you were receiving. Okay. And you've made those changes to where that's not happening as much. So that Queen of Coins in reverse is turning into the 4 of Wands in the upright. So you're in back more of like this foundational energy in the general. So this grandfather is speaking on how he gave a lot of his energy away. He gave a lot of his energy away. He gave a lot of energy away that, yeah, 3 of Cups, that with the Devil card, if he would have put it into other things that he really wanted for himself, the 4 of Wands would have been there sooner, okay? So it's something about getting into and staying into what you want for yourself and doing that. You know what this is giving? Thank you, grandfather. Okay, your grandfather's coming through with an example. So, you know, it's been a lot of talk on destiny swapping, right? And a lot of people take it as like, okay, a woman wanting another woman's life or a man wanting another man's life. But sometimes it could be, you know, the other way around as well. But also, it doesn't always come in the form of someone coming through as like a hater or it being blatant. Sometimes it comes in the form of them wasting your time and your energy. So, for example, you have appointments. You set aside that time. They missed the appointment. They not only disrespected your time of that appointment, they here come a cardinal. They disrespected, is that a cardinal? It looked like a female. They disrespected your time and what it took to prepare for it. So in a way, you lost energy because of that disrespect of time and energy. You get what I'm saying? And this grandfather energy is saying you not wasting that time in those types of spaces and like places anymore. With this Devil card coming out, like you seeing that the Devil energy comes in multiple ways to steal, kill, and destroy. You got to think of what it means to steal, kill, and destroy. They're going to steal your time, your energy, and your money. All that goes into your life, right? Kill your ambition to want to keep doing something. You get what I'm saying? Watch what you have around and, you know, feeding into you and things of that nature and what you take in. You got to always be aware. Always be alert. Always be aware and always be alert. Get into it, yeah. All right, grandfather, let's get into this deck because you have me going. So he wants you to learn from his mistakes and things that he did as a child that he wishes that he would have grew into sooner and learned from sooner and not got caught up in. Okay, Mother of Knives at the bottom of the deck. That's like the Queen of Swords. Okay, yeah, you got the Seven of Knives. So you may have been feeling like you may have had someone around you who was trying to play with you or play with your time or your energy or, you know, disrespect your time or your energy. And you're just like, yeah, no, right? Like it's a no for me. So like, for example, I don't like vent to people in a way of like certain things. Like if I feel like you're going to pull your energy, I'm going to give you money. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you an exchange of time or energy for that. This is giving a vibe of someone trying to like steal your time and your energy and they're not giving anything back for that. You get what I'm saying? So like, baby, I done told like family members and friends, like, look, it's certain conversations. I'm not going to, you can book a session. You can book a session. Okay. Because some people steal your time and energy by becoming your friend. And they feel like since they're your friend, they're privy to certain things that other people would have to do something else for to get. You get what I'm saying? So not, yep, here come the birds, honey. I'm gonna go get y'all some more food. So it's not saying that they're becoming your friend because they like you. They're becoming your friend because of what being your friend does for them. And your grandfather is saying he wishes that he paid attention to that sooner when he was growing up and put more of that energy back and just to himself and what he wanted to keep building. And he wishes he took on a lot more of the wisdom of what his grandmother told him. So this gives a vibe of your grandfather and your great grandmother coming through right now. This is your great grandmother. I just heard that, what's the name on Chauncey? This is your mother. That Blackstreet interlude to that song. That song sampled Time Will Reveal by the DeBarge. Time will reveal. So time is going to reveal all of this of what you've been feeling. Because after a while, someone is going to be in like such a state of guilt. Their guilt is going to succumb them. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. If you haven't already seen it, okay? If you haven't already seen it, this person may have already showed their hand. 6 of coins. You gonna see exactly. It's going to be put in front of your face like a lucky day. You want me to give you an example? When I was quitting my teaching job, my last teaching job, you know, I had some things that, you know, I was a whistleblower. I ended up becoming a whistleblower because of certain things that was happening with leadership. And the principal canceled our meeting that we had. Like we had an exit meeting. Every staff member is supposed to have an exit meeting, right? Before you leave out so that you could talk about all things. Well, come to find out she was fucking somebody who liked me. Okay. So she had a note that she was writing about me on a sticky note. I guess she wasn't thinking. She wrote a pass for another student to my classroom. I look on the back of the note and see everything she wrote on that thing. 4 of sticks. I received everything that I needed. I didn't need no exit meeting. Baby, you was jealous of me this whole time. Okay? And I'm just a teacher. You the principal. That's why you started making my life a living hell. You get what I'm saying? So this is giving a vibe of what you need to happen or be shown to you. It's going to be shown to you. It's going to be shown to you. You're going to see it. 444 on the time. You're going to see it. 4 sticks. It's going to show up at your front door because they're going to be messy with it, because they are messy, their energy, you know? So this grandfather just wants you to be careful with how you do your energy, how you give your energy at this time. This grandmother is coming in too. Yeah, you're going to need to say no a little bit more often. Okay? You're going to need to say no a little bit more often. You know, Nine of Baskets. Someone could accidentally send you a message that they were trying to send someone else. Okay? A butt dial. Ten of Baskets in reverse. That just gave me, we're supposed to be family. So this could be a family member. Okay? Ten of Baskets in the reverse. But this grandfather is saying, grandmother said, okay, she said, add her in it too. I'm saying grandfather, and she keeps saying, me too. Pay attention to the people who try to waste your time and your energy too. Because you could cut down on missing some signs and symbols when you start paying attention to that too. Okay? You need to treat that as a, you know, that's why people be doing a deposit. You get what I'm saying? You don't show up, you don't get the deposit back. Like, this energy is saying taking things more serious, because your grandfather had some friends or some people that, you know, he kept around because of like time and, you know, family as well. Because this gives a vibe of like cousins who are around the same age. You know what I'm saying? And they hang cousin, you know, every holiday still kicking it and doing X, Y, and Z. But it's just like, y'all not on the same page no more. Anything else for this message? Grandfather or grandmother? She do not like me saying. Okay, I'm gonna ask you specifically, Granny. Okay, any message for your baby? Shire Renatet with the Wheel of Fortune. So this change of behavior is what's leading you to a shift in your Wheel of Fortune. You're on a new wheel. Ample at the bottom of the deck with the Death card. So you just ended a cycle. This retrograde season is going to be very beautiful for you, actually, because it's going to take you back to a place that you needed to be. Okay? So you're getting back on the road again. Not back on the road again. The Wheel of Fortune energy. So you're getting back onto another frequency that you were on before previously, that you got off of because of whether if it was, you know, with certain people or activities or whatever the case is. You're going to be back on track. I'm getting back on track. Let me go to another deck. Back in stride again. Okay, grandmother, which deck you want me to go to, Pooh? This one? This is feeling like on your dad's side. You have the Hero coming out with the Hangman energy, but this is giving a vibe of, because it's not the Hangman, because it can also be, no, I guess it does. Well, it accounts for fire energy as well with this fire. You don't need to be everyone's hero. Because then now you got the Nine of Air energy, but all the cards in this deck is like a powerful. You have a lot going on up here, okay, that you're working through and solving right now. A lot of colors, okay? With this energy and this shift that you are currently in right now, you got to be focused, baby. You need all your focus. You can't afford to have nothing get you off of focus, okay? You have emotions. Pay attention to your emotions and don't trust anything or anyone who try to shift your emotions. Okay? Because a lot of times they disguise it by love or through love, you know? Because love is usually people's soft spot, you know? The Three of Earth. Oh, look at him. See, look, if people are not putting magic back onto your acorns to help you with whatever it is you working on and doing, baby, is it worth your time and your energy? You see how he blessing the squirrel's acorns for the squirrel? Okay? The squirrel gonna make sure that man good for life, because the squirrel gonna do his part too, making sure the garden good. But this is giving a vibe of investing. You know, nature will never steer you wrong. Nature will never steer you wrong. You got choice coming out. You got the choice. And we've been saying that in a lot of readings, right? Where, you know, we hear a lot about, well, I got the choice to do X, Y, and Z. I ain't got to do this. It may change the frequency. Listen, you have freedom of choice to do whatever you want. But also, whatever the outcome is, don't get mad at the outcome if the outcome is just a result of your input. Your input deals with your output. 12-12 on the time. That's the energy of the universe. We can't get away from that, baby. We can't change that. We can't change that law. So whatever door we decide to walk through, sorry. I was trying to get the, what's the name? Whatever door we decide to walk through, the choices, that's what's going to grow with the 3 of Earth, okay? That's what's going to grow. That's what's going to develop. That's what's going to keep moving. Anything else, grandfather or grandmother? You have Yewa with guidance. They're saying, heed the guidance that touches your heart, is what I just heard. Heed the guidance that touches your heart. If it touches your heart, take the message and don't allow your ego to dissect it, okay? You have Mami Wada coming out with your memory. I just heard your memory has to be erased. Water carries memory. I don't think y'all know that, but water in our bodies is primarily water. So that's why it holds a lot of memory. What the body keeps the score energy. But with this Mami Wada and memory coming out, you need to reprogram. You're reprogramming your energy and your frequency. So your frequency memory. Grandmother, what do you mean? Frequency energy, frequency memory. Your frequency memory needs to be reprogrammed, or you are reprogramming your frequency memory. Look at this. 2 of water. You're reprogramming your frequency memory that brings balance, balanced emotions. This isn't just about love and relationship right here. This is about balancing your divine feminine and masculine and all around, okay? But it also represents love too. It also represents love. You got the maiden. This is beautiful. So your grandmother, your great-grandmother is saying, by you tapping into the maiden archetype during the season of your life, and the men can tap into a maiden archetype as well, okay? It's just all a part of your balance. The maiden archetype taps a lot into 2 of Cups energy, you know? It's very innocent, but a little patriarchal at the same time. Like, some people can say the maiden gives off pick-me energy, but the maiden is very free. And the maiden knows how to touch your soul, your energy, how to give you what you need. Tap into the maiden energy. A lot of snake energy as well. Mami Wada has a snake wrapped around her with this water. This grandmother energy is giving, this is tapping into feminine energy. of dark and light feminine energy, because Mommy Wada typically steals people. You know, that's part of her story, is stealing people, wiping their memory, things of that nature, right? So like you getting away from people who may be in that type of space, you know, people who may be in a space where they're a little bit more darker, you know, because even with her, yeah, I walked through the valley of the shadow of death, okay? You know, some of you all may have been programmed to see darkness. And if that's not what you want anymore, you can reprogram yourself. This message went in a lot of different ways, okay? May it have provided what you need. I'm going to pull an Ancestor card. You can choose from who you want, or you can choose a different number for each one. Choose a number 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I'm going to pull a quick message from an Ancestor as we close out, okay? All right, if you chose number 1, I felt loved by you. So they know that you love them, okay? If you chose number 2, it was my time and I am at peace. It was my time and I'm at peace. So they are at peace, if you were wondering. If you chose number 3, there will be justice for me. And I feel like you're part of the karma of making sure the justice comes about. If you chose number 4, believe half of what you see, someone is not revealing the complete truth. You're going to be seeing, it's going to be revealing itself real soon. Real soon. And I feel like that came out in this message. It's going to be revealed real soon. Okay. I thank you all. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. I thank you all for being here. And as y'all, this piece of hair just keep doing what it wants. I need to go get some new hair things. As always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team is calling for you to do. Period. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.